Let me guess. You don't have time to exercise. Not 20 minutes, not even 10. But somehow, your thumb managed to exercise for 2 hours scrolling social media. Congratulations, your finger is getting stronger than the rest of your body. Maybe it's your priorities. Ouch. Don't worry, you're definitely not the only one. Hi everyone, I'm Steven. Welcome to Speak English with Steven. I create podcasts where we learn English in a simple and practical way through real-life conversations.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily, and I'm so happy to be here with all of you today. Thanks for joining us.
We've also prepared a free lesson resources for today's lesson.
It includes all the key vocabulary, useful expressions, today's quiz answers, and extra practice to help you remember everything you've learned.
We'll show you how to download it at the end of the podcast.
Or if you can't find the download link, simply leave a comment saying, "Hi, Steven," and we'll send it directly to you.
All right, let's get started. Today, we're talking about something almost everyone struggles with, staying active, even when you're busy.
Oh, that's definitely me sometimes. I always have a long to-do list, and exercise is usually the first thing I skip.
I think a lot of people can relate to that. But here's the good news. You don't need hours in the gym. You don't need expensive equipment, and you don't need to be perfect.
Exactly. You just need to keep moving.
Today, we're going to share 5 simple habits that can help you stay active, even if your schedule is packed.
And don't leave early, because habit number 5 is the one that completely changed the way I think about exercise. It's simple, but it can make a huge difference.
Let's begin with a question. How often do you exercise? Every day? A few times a week? Or only when you suddenly feel guilty after eating too much?
Why does that sound so familiar?
Because it's true for many people.
I used to think I needed 1 free hour before I could work out.
That's a very common mistake.
Then I realized something. If I kept waiting for 1 free hour, I would probably still be waiting today.
Exactly. Here's a useful expression, to make time. People often say, I don't have time, but native speakers also say, you have to make time. It means you decide that something is important enough to become part of your schedule.
For example, I make time to read every morning, or I make time to exercise before dinner.
Great examples. Now it's time for our first quiz.
Fill in the blank. I always blank time for exercise. A, make. B, do. C, build.
Type your answer in the comments. We'll include the correct answer in the free lesson resources at the end.
Don't cheat. Haha.
Let's talk about the biggest excuse. I'm too busy. Do you think that's always true?
Honestly, sometimes yes, but not always.
I agree. Being busy is real, but being busy doesn't always mean we have no time. Sometimes it means we're spending our time without thinking.
That's true. I once checked my phone's screen time. Oh my God, it said 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Ouch!
I know, and I kept telling myself I don't have 20 minutes to walk.
That's a powerful lesson. Here's another useful phrase, screen time. It means the amount of time you spend looking at your phone, computer, or TV screen.
Nowadays, almost everyone should know their screen time. It can be very surprising.
Another phrase you'll hear a lot is to scroll. For example, I spent 30 minutes scrolling through social media.
Or maybe 2 hours.
Let's not judge anyone.
Especially me.
Here's the point. We're not saying social media is bad. We're saying that even small changes can create more time.
Instead of watching one more video, you could take a short walk.
Or stretch for 5 minutes.
Or climb the stairs instead of taking the elevator.
Those small actions may seem unimportant, but they add up over time.
I love that expression, add up.
Yes, if small things add up, they become something bigger. For example, saving $1 every day adds up. Walking 10 minutes every day adds up too.
So don't underestimate small efforts.
Exactly. Here's another sentence you can use in daily English. Every little bit counts. It means every small action is valuable.
I really like that one.
Me too. Now let's move on to habit number 1. Don't wait for motivation.
That's interesting. Most people think motivation comes first.
But that's usually not how it works. Action comes first. Motivation follows.
I experience that myself. Sometimes I don't feel like exercising at all.
What do you do?
I tell myself, just put on your shoes. That's it.
Not run 5 kilometers.
Nope, just put on my shoes.
And then?
Once I have my shoes on, I usually think, well, I'm already dressed, so I go outside.
That's actually a psychological trick. You make the first step so easy that your brain doesn't resist.
Exactly. Sometimes I only walk for 10 minutes. Sometimes I end up walking for 40 minutes.
That's the magic of starting. Starting is often harder than continuing.
That's a fantastic sentence for English learners. Let's say it again. Starting is often harder than continuing.
Try saying it out loud. Here's another useful vocabulary word, momentum. Momentum means the energy that helps you continue doing something.
Once you build momentum, things become easier.
Exactly. You don't have to force yourself every day. It slowly becomes a habit.
Speaking of habits, many people ask, how long does it take to build a habit?
There isn't one perfect answer. Everyone is different. The important thing is not the number of days. The important thing is showing up consistently.
Oh, I like the phrase show up.
Great choice. Show up doesn't only mean arriving somewhere. It also means making the effort, even when you don't feel like it.
For example, I showed up for my workout even though I was tired.
Perfect. Now, we'd love to ask you something. If you're enjoying this conversation and learning useful English expressions naturally, please take a second to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and leave a comment below. It really helps us reach more English learners around the world.
And we truly appreciate every single one of you. Your comments always make us smile.
Before we continue, here's quiz number 2. Fill in the blank. Every little bit blank. A, grows. B, counts. C, wins.
Leave your answer in the comments, and remember, all the quiz answers will be waiting for you inside the free lesson resources.
Now let's move on to habit number 2. Keep it short.
I love this one because it completely changed my mindset.
Many people believe a workout has to be 1 hour long. But who made that rule?
Nobody.
Exactly. If you only have 10 minutes, use those 10 minutes. Something is always better than nothing.
I used to think if I can't do a full workout, I'll skip it. Now I think if I only have 10 minutes, I'll give my best for 10 minutes.
That's a much healthier way to think. Here's a useful phrase, better than nothing. Native speakers use it all the time. For example, I only studied for 15 minutes today, but that's better than nothing.
Or, I only walked around the neighborhood, but it's better than sitting on the couch.
Perfect. Another great expression is to squeeze in. It means to find a little bit of time for something in a busy schedule.
For example, I squeezed in a quick workout before work.
Or I squeezed in 10 minutes of reading before bed.
That's a phrase I hear a lot in podcasts and movies.
Absolutely. It's very natural English. Here's something funny. One day I told myself, I don't have time. Then I spent 25 minutes deciding what to watch on Netflix.
We've all been there.
Sometimes making a decision takes longer than actually exercising.
That's so true. Sometimes the problem isn't time, it's hesitation.
Another useful word, hesitation.
Right.
Hesitation means waiting because you're unsure or nervous. Instead of hesitating, just begin.
Even 5 minutes can change your mood.
That's because exercise isn't only good for your body, it's also good for your mind.
Whenever I finish a short walk, I feel calmer and more focused.
That's why many people say exercise helps reduce stress.
And honestly, that's something busy people really need.
Exactly. Now let's look at habit number 3. Move more during your normal day.
You don't always have to set aside special exercise time.
Right. You can build movement into your daily routine.
Walk while talking on the phone.
Take the stairs.
Park your car a little further away.
Stretch while waiting for your coffee.
Stand up every hour if you work at a desk.
These small habits don't seem exciting, but remember, they add up.
Here's another phrase, to stay active.
That's today's key expression. Notice we say stay active, not only exercise.
Because staying active includes many kinds of movement. Walking, cleaning, gardening, playing with your kids, even dancing in your kitchen.
Do you actually dance while cooking?
Only when nobody's watching.
That's probably for the best.
Hey!
I'm kidding.
Good save.
Here's a vocabulary tip. The word active is an adjective. If someone has an active lifestyle, they move regularly and avoid sitting for long periods.
Compare that with the word sedentary.
Great word. That's a higher level vocabulary word. Sedentary means spending most of your time sitting. For example, many office workers have a sedentary lifestyle.
Excellent. You don't need to use this word every day, but it's useful to understand it when you hear it.
Exactly.
Time for quiz number 3. Fill in the blank. I managed to blank in a quick walk before dinner. A. Squeeze. B. Build. C. Catch.
Write your answer in the comments. We'll reveal all the answers in the free lesson resources. Let's talk about something people don't like hearing. Missing one workout isn't the problem.
Really?
Really, the real problem is what happens next.
You mean when people think, I already missed today, so this week is ruined?
Exactly. That's called an all-or-nothing mindset.
I used to think like that. If I skipped Monday, I'd tell myself I'll start again next Monday.
That's a very expensive Monday.
It really is.
Here's a better idea. Never miss twice.
I love that rule.
If you skip one workout, that's okay. Life happens. You get busy, you get sick, unexpected things come up.
But don't let one missed day become one missed month.
Exactly. That's where consistency becomes more important than perfection.
Another useful word, consistency.
Yes, consistency means doing something regularly over time. Not perfectly, regularly.
That's a word you'll hear in business, sports, language learning, and healthy living.
Because it's important everywhere.
Actually, learning English is a great example.
Absolutely. Studying 15 minutes every day is usually more effective than studying 5 hours once a month.
That's how I improved my English. I didn't wait until I had the perfect schedule. I studied whenever I could.
That's encouraging for our listeners.
If English isn't your first language, don't wait for perfect conditions. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can.
That's beautiful. And it applies to exercise too.
They're surprisingly similar.
Before we continue, if today's conversation is helping you improve both your English and your daily habits, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's always saying, I'm too busy to exercise.
I think we all know at least one person like that. Maybe don't tag them unless they're ready for the truth.
Or maybe tag yourself first.
That's even better.
Now we've arrived at habit number 4. Connect exercise to something you already do.
This is one of my favorite strategies because it makes exercising feel automatic.
Exactly. Instead of relying on memory or motivation, you connect a new habit to an existing one.
For example, after I brush my teeth in the morning, I spend 5 minutes stretching.
That's called habit stacking.
Here's another example. After lunch, I take a short walk. After work, I change into my workout clothes before I sit on the couch.
That's a smart idea, because once you sit on the couch,
It's game over.
for many people, yes. Here's a useful phrase, to stick to a habit. It means to continue doing a habit consistently.
For example, I've finally stuck to my exercise routine for 3 months.
Excellent. Now it's time for quiz number 4. Fill in the blank. It's easier to blank to a habit when it's part of your daily routine. A. Stay. B. Stick. C. Keep.
Leave your answer in the comments. Don't worry if you're not sure. The answers will all be inside the free lesson resources.
And now, the habit we've been waiting for. Habit number 5.
This one changed everything for me.
Ready? Don't exercise because you feel guilty. Exercise because you care about your future self.
Wow, that sounds so much kinder.
It really is. Many people think exercise is a punishment. I ate too much, so now I have to work out.
I used to think exactly like that.
But movement isn't a punishment. It's a gift. You're investing in your health, your energy, and your future.
I noticed something after exercising regularly. I wasn't only stronger, I slept better. I felt happier. I had more energy at work, and surprisingly, I became more productive.
That's because taking care of your body often helps every other part of your life.
Here's a higher level expression for our listeners: long-term investment.
Great choice. Exercise is a long-term investment. The results don't appear overnight, but they accumulate little by little.
Just like learning English.
Exactly. You don't become fluent after one lesson. You improve through consistent practice.
And one day you suddenly realize, wow, I can understand podcasts.
Or, I can finally have a real conversation.
That's an amazing feeling.
It certainly is. Now it's time for our final quiz. Fill in the blank. Consistency is more important than blank. A. Perfection. B. Speed. C. Talent.
Put your answer in the comments before you check the free lesson resources.
Before we finish, let's quickly review today's key lessons. First, don't wait for motivation. Take one small action, and motivation will often follow.
Second, remember that short workouts still count. 10 minutes is much better than 0 minutes.
Third, stay active throughout the day. Walk more, stretch more, take the stairs. Every little bit counts.
Fourth, connect exercise to habits you already have. Habit stacking makes it much easier to stay consistent.
And finally, exercise because you want to take care of your future self, not because you feel guilty.
Let's also review some useful English expressions from today's conversation. Make time, squeeze in, every little bit counts, show up, stick to a habit, stay active, long-term investment.
If you can naturally use those expressions in your daily conversations, your English will sound much more fluent.
Here's a small challenge. After this podcast ends, don't just close the video. Stand up, stretch for 1 minute, walk around your room, or take a short walk outside.
And while you're moving, try speaking English to yourself. For example, I'm going for a walk. I feel more energetic. I'm making time for my health.
That's a great way to practice both healthy habits and English at the same time.
If you found today's lesson useful, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and leave a comment below. Tell us which of the 5 habits you're going to start this week.
We'd really love to hear from you. Your comments help us create better lessons, and they inspire other English learners around the world.
Don't forget to download today's free lesson resources. It includes all the vocabulary, useful expressions, grammar notes, today's quiz answers, and extra exercises to help you remember what you've learned.
And if you can't find the download link, simply leave a comment saying, "Hi, Stephen," and we'll send it to you directly.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly,
Keep moving. We'll see you in the next episode of Speak English with Stephen.
bye everyone!
Take care.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment to keep learning English with Stephen.